bam, damn, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose. Alabama, here comes the heat.
Cornelius Bennett.
Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Duncan. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
How would Paul Bryant like you to remember?
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. College has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
We are Bam Dam, a damn Alabama family, and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brothers and sisters. Thank y'all for being here. And at this time, let me go ahead and bring on our Reverend Feelgood. Reverend, on down, sir.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against. And make the damn quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO as a team. That's what people know us as.
Reverend Feelgood, how you doing, sir? Can you hear us? Can you hear?
I got some major technological problem, man. Roll down tide anyway.
Roll Tide, you just come in, brother. We got a big delay. I don't know if it's on my end, your end, or if it's on Icebox's end, but we're going tonight. Big technical difficulty. We're going to work through this tonight. Deuce hadn't made it in yet, so Icebox has been nice enough. He's going to join us tonight, give us a little bit of that Icebox input. So, Icebox, come on down, sir.
Good deal.
Does put a smile on my face.
Delay my butt.
Appreciate you coming in here, nice Icebox.
Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing great. William's behind us there. William, you hear us?
Doing good?
Yes. Hear you fine, man. Hear you fine. I went shopping today.
All right, man, you took your shirt off, man. Guys, he had one of these snazziest little shirts right before we come on. I'm like, man, looking good. I may have to go change clothes.
You would think he went to a courtroom or something. You never know. You know, he was looking that good.
He didn't look that good when he got married.
I didn't. Only so much you can do with ugly. I just got it.
All right, gentlemen. Well, before we get into all this and have to put the end, let's get into the dedication tonight. So, Icebox, you would please roll the dedication, sir. It is my great honor tonight to dedicate tonight's show to Sergeant William Wayne Say. He was born October 24th, 1948 in Montgomery County, Montgomery, Alabama. He passed August 25th, 1968 in Vietnam. His unit command was 62nd D Transportation Company, medium truck, 7th Transport Battalion, 48th Transport Group, U.S. Army, naturally on that one. And his Medal of Honor date was August 25th, 1968. Sergeant Say distinguished himself while serving as a driver with the 62nd D Transport Company on a resupply mission. The convoy with which he was traveling, carrying critical needed ammunition and supplies, was ambushed by a reinforced battalion of North Vietnamese Army. As the main element of the convoy entered the ambush killing zone, they were struck by intense rockets, machine guns, automatic weapons, automatic fire, and by well-concealed, entrenched enemy forces. When his convoy was forced to stop, Sergeant Say immediately dismounted and took a defensive position behind the wheel of a vehicle loaded with high explosive ammunition. As the violent North Vietnamese assault approached to within 10 meters of the road, Sergeant Say opened fire, killing 2 of the enemy. He then spotted a sniper in a tree approximately 75 meters from the front of his area and killed him. When an enemy grenade was thrown under the ammunition trailer near his position, without regard for his own safety, he left his protective cover, exposing himself to intense enemy fire, picked up the grenade, and threw it back to the North Vietnamese position, killing 4 more of the enemy and saving the lives of many men around him. Among the enemy, another enemy grenade landed approximately 3 meters from Sergeant Say's position. Again, Sergeant Say left his cover position and threw the armed grenade back into the assaulting enemy. After returning to his position, he was painfully wounded in the right wrist. However, Sergeant Say continued to give encouragement and direction to his fellow soldiers. After moving to a relative covert of a shallow ditch, he detected 3 enemy soldiers who had penetrated the position and was preparing to fire on his comrades. Although weak from blood loss and with his right hand immobilized, Sergeant Say stood up and fired his rifle with his left hand, killing all 3 and saving the lives of the other men in his location. As a result of this action, Sergeant Say was mortally wounded by a sniper bullet. And Sergeant Say, for all the lives and generations that are out here today because of your actions, being a hero. I know you wouldn't think about being a hero at the time. You just trying to save everyone around you. Us here at Bam Dam Sports, we want to salute you, sir. You are not forgotten.
Wow, Luke, goodness.
What did you think about
May
that?
I go ahead? That's oh my goodness, that's brave. To jump out of his defensive position twice to get rid of grenades and throw them back to the enemy. Man, he was doing that unconsciously. Had to be. He just had to be. Brave man, saved a lot of lives. Man, nothing but respect. You always hope that any of these stories that it comes out better than what it does. But bless his heart and his family that he did lose his life. Sir, I'll do it again. Salute to you, sir. Man, that was a heck of a story. Appreciate that one, Spencer.
William, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Hear you good.
Yeah,
Same thing here. I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, to grab a live grenade still ticking or whatever it does, and then to throw it back and kill a bunch. I love that, man. I appreciate you telling that, man. That's awesome, man, to him do that. And then, keep on fighting, not just but eventually, what'd you say? He got him in his right hand. The enemy did.
Yep.
That and then just keep on fighting, and then finally, losing his life. But ain't no telling how many more he got beyond that. So, it's amazing to me. But just, and then he did that, and we possibly couldn't be here, if that didn't happen.
Right.
So, and that's
well. I will say this: it's just impressed every time I do research of how many, the number of great Americans, male and female, out there. Some who have passed, some who are not, but the one are willing to give their life and not with a second guess it for their fellow person. It just amazes me, man. Brings tears to my eyes sometimes. They just amaze me the amount, the number of people. Hope for the human race. It really does. Because you look around sometimes, you wonder, where are we going? What the hell? But you start reading stories like that with bloodline ahead of us. Well, let's go ahead and get started for tonight. And hopefully Deuce will come in. Because at this point, it took the time to do the grading of Michigan's offensive line in one game. Really wanting to share that tonight. It was asked, I think Van asked to hear that last week, and Deuce did take the time to do it. So if he can't do it tonight, we can do it next week, because next week we're going to be getting all up in the game anyway. So go ahead.
I was going to say, before you do that, you want me to go ahead and do my T-shirts now?
Go.
I got to do this one here. I got to do that one. That's the one I got today. But to see that I'm not biased, I'm not.
I gotta see this.
I like ACDC, baby.
ACDC, there we go.
That's for you, bro.
He knew us. He knew I was going to come off with it.
Highway to hell, bro.
So basically what you're saying with your shirts is first one was Kiss, Michigan Kiss Our Ass. Now on your second one, Michigan, you're on a highway to hell.
That's right. Give it to him. Go with that thing, bro. In the worst.
All right, Jim, let's get started. Tonight's topic is don't stop believing. I know that might throw a lot of people off, but here we like getting a little bit deeper into things. Everybody's talking about the transfer portal, and yeah, it's bad. It's a recruiting. There's a lot going on, but everybody's talking about it. I like going in a little bit more. Let's talk about what's coming up. We still got 2 games to go. We got to win both these games. So right off the get-go, I really hope that our team doesn't stop believing that they have to practice harder now than they have all season long. I know they practiced hard all season. I know they gave it all, but now they got to put in that little extra push. I don't want them to stop believing that they have to put that extra effort in now. We got 2 more games to go, and they got to go a little bit harder, just a little bit harder right now. What do you think, William?
I agree. To achieve greatness, you're going to have to sacrifice and give. And that means you're going to have to get out here and physically do what you need to do. You need to get in the weight room and work out and keep your cell phone up to that and get out there. And I don't know when they can practice or can't. I don't know NCAA rules on that shit. So I'm just going to say that. But in other words, they can't stop you from using the weight room, right? You can still do that and doing little things. If that is the way it goes, I don't know. But yeah, like you said, don't stop believing. You got to keep on keeping on. Do what you got to do.
Icebox?
Yeah, they got about a month, 14, 15 days of practice. I like what William said. Keep on doing, get in that weight room, keep watching film, keep working out with one another, working on your speed, keeping your timing together. I don't believe they have stopped believing enough, sir. I don't believe they have, and they are getting focused in on what's going to happen. And I believe they'll be ready for Michigan. I really do, but I like it. Don't stop believing that you can do this.
All right. Well, before I go on, I want to go just give a shout out to Justin, MFR, George, Jeff, Stephen. Thank y'all for being here, man. I appreciate every single Todd. I just saw you up in here. Sorry about that. I just want to give a big shout out to all y'all. Thank y'all so very much. We do appreciate y'all being here, and I know y'all have already tapped our app, and we do appreciate that. Go ahead, Icebox.
Todd, let me know if you got your money yet. I sent it out the same time with AT. I never heard back from you, so I don't know if you did, but I know AT has gotten his. Just wanted to check on you, make sure. Go ahead, Spencer. I'm sorry.
Kiss Army, Stephen. Right. Kiss Army.
And 6-0, thank you, brother. I just saw you pop in there. Thank you, 6-0. And speaking of money, real quick there, Icebox. Did you get my check?
Yeah, I got it. I just ain't cashed it yet.
Okay, that's what my wife said. I just want to make sure you got it. Yep. All right. Well, moving forward, then this one's going to be for you, Icebox. I'm gonna break down a couple of "Don't Stop Believing" because it kind of all goes together. So I'll get your input on it. The first part of it is the players don't stop believing in yourself. It's took you to get you here. You put the work in. Don't stop believing in yourself and what you're capable of doing. Like Zig Ziglar once said, what your mind can conceive and believe, your body will achieve. So please, y'all don't stop believing in yourself. The other part is don't stop believing in your coaches. Believe in them coaches. They've been there with you. Y'all have all grown together. Don't stop believing in them, please. And don't stop believing in your teammates. Because I've loved this team because it's been a team. It's not been a one person. It has not been two people. It's been a total team getting better every single game, every single practice, every single week. Y'all got better and better and better. So don't stop believing in your teammates. What do you think there, Icebox?
I totally agree, man. Ever since the loss of Texas, people have doubted us all the time, saying, we're going 9-3, 8-4. Milroe's not going to be able to get the job done. And, heck, I was the first one because, it was all that quarterback controversy, and I was pushing for this, having fun. But and I sit here myself and specifically told on this show and other shows, Milroe checked off every box that I ever had about him. I'm very proud of this young man. I haven't stopped believing in him. I haven't stopped believing in our wide receivers. They don't need to either. Now's not the time to get ego. You got more work to be done. It could be sliding up on you. Michigan is scared of you. They're scared of you. I got a report tonight. Matter of fact, somebody called me up and said, my family's from Michigan. They're all up in arms. They're ready to go. Michigan's going to beat Alabama. And he said, I told them, and I'm telling you, I'm from up that way. He said, but I'm a Bama fan. Bama by 10. That's his prediction. So he's not stopped believing in you. I haven't stopped believing in you. Just keep it going, guys. Keep your mind on track. Let's get her done.
Your turn, William.
Okay. Yeah, just on that, what you said, bro. I want to tell you, remember, Michigan had the easiest schedule of the Big Ten. The easiest one out of them all. Kind of sound like that other one to the right of Alabama, Kind of sound like that group. That's why they lost. We coming. We believing in them, and we're coming for you. So watch out. Texas,
right.
after that, we're going to have you. Go ahead.
That's all right. I'm gonna name a couple here off again, and William, I'm gonna let you go with it. And Stephen brought one of them up already. That is, players, please do not stop believing in the process. Nick Saban's process has proven it has worked. It will work, and it will continue working. If you believe in the process will believe in you, and you will get to where you want to go. So don't stop believing in the process. Don't, no matter what been hearing your ears, no matter what they're saying, they're saying you're the best, you should do this, you do that. And you got coach saying, hey, you need to wait a minute, hold off. Believe, trust the process. He's made a lot of millionaires for that process. So don't stop believing in that. And definitely don't stop believing in LANK.
Right.
Let all the naysayers know. Let them all know. Don't stop believing in LANK. And for this one, don't stop believing in yourself. All right, William, what do you think, brother?
I agree. That lane's carried us all the way through. We could have just gave up after that Texas. We could have just, that's it. And it kind of showed a little bit in the next one, but we had to test out our quarterbacks, and that's what our coach was looking at. We need to go and say, because everybody's saying, well, maybe somebody else. Well, it didn't. I'm sorry, but it didn't get to my quarterback. But that's okay. I'm satisfied with who we got. Believe me, I'm satisfied with it. And he's going to carry us through. And we're going to win that trophy and bring it back home where it belongs, baby. Believe that. And don't stop believing it. Go ahead. I'm on this.
Go ahead, Icebox.
Yeah, I like it. I was just sitting here listening, and roll tide, Miss Linda P. You're more than welcome. Yeah, your password still works. Anyways, yeah, there is so much going in their heads right now. Do this and do that, and everybody's talking real high on them. Used to against the Georgia game, they didn't really give them much of a chance. They had Georgia up, what was it, by 2 or 5, and we end up beating them by 3. Don't listen to all this other stuff now. We know Michigan didn't have the best schedule this year. Don't take it that this is going to be an easy game. They've got an offensive line. They've got a defense. You're still going to have to show up and play your football. Stay down humble. Stay down there at the bottom. Make it hurt that you need to stay on top of your game. And don't, stop believing in your quarterback, your offensive line, and the guys behind you, Caleb Downs and all them. Trust one another. Trust this process. And guys, you'll come home with a net if you keep this up.
Yes, sir. Amen. Now, my next 3, I'm going to go to you afterwards. Go ahead.
I was going to say this might be, and I don't mean to throw you off your list there, brother.
No, it's written down. I'm good.
It kind of goes along and but what do y'all think? What I'm trying to say, what do y'all think about this? Do you think that because most of our wins against other teams have been by 14, right? For the majority of our games that we won was by 14, at least, right? Do you think against
double digits
with this new season coming up next year, with all the other bullshit that's going on and stuff, we're no longer going to have an East and West SEC and all that. Do you think? And then we got this 12 team? Is it 12 team playoff, 18 playoff, whatever?
12.
Do you think for that? Do you think just for that reason that we need to beat Michigan by more than 14 just to show that these others don't belong? Going to a 12-team playoff. Whichever one wants.
You want to answer that, Icebox?
Yeah, I know where he's going with that. Yeah, we played against a tough team in Georgia. We won by 3. We could have won by more. I always believe that because we see points left out there. But to beat Michigan by double digits right now, it don't matter. All we need is what we've been looking for all year, William, is that 1 point. At 1 point. That's all we need. And then we get to play whoever's next. We got one more game of 1 point. And let's move on. I see what you're saying, though. Should we show dominance going into next year's 12-team playoff? I don't think it's really going to matter. I don't want to throw Spencer off his track either. But, next year is such a tough schedule for a lot of folks. There's no cupcakes schedules next year. There might be one or two that might be easier, but that don't matter. They had no say in the draw, and it's all going to be tough. If we have a one-loss team, and there's possibly a two-loss team that may get in that top 12 next year, but it would be nice to finish out strong, show dominance, beat Michigan by double digits and all that. That's a good stuff, good story. Just give me that 1 point. Just give me that 1 point. That's all we need.
I agree with you totally. I agree with both of you. But on this one, this year, where we've been doubted so much, and a lot of the mainstream media, ESPN types, and all them, poll lickers and all them people, they're saying that, Florida State should have been here instead of Alabama. And I got something to say about that later. But we beat the number one team to get here.
Yeah.
So when we beat Michigan, and if it's just by 1 point, we beat two number ones to get into the final game. I think that's all it's going to take myself. Now, do I believe it's going to be by one? Me personally? No, sir, I do not. I do not. And I've studied and I've studied and I've studied. And I'm going to get in this next week on our show next week when we start talking about the game. But no, I don't think it should be 1 point. But to answer your question, I don't think we need the extra points because it would be two number one teams we beat to get in the final game. I think that's going to speak for itself. Okay, now with that being said, let me get off our team and our players. I love them. I just want to remind them, if any of them listen to this, I want them to remind them their mindset where they need to be going on right now. But now let me get to the fans. Number one, stop. It ain't don't. It's stop believing all this shit, all this talking heads, all this bullshit. They're talking about how mighty, how great Michigan is, how bad Michigan's going to beat Alabama. Oh, come on, really? Jesus Christ. Truth about the matter, with their damn light-ass schedule, Florida State should have been in and Michigan should have been left out. Because Florida State played a tougher schedule than Michigan did, if they want to get real about it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So come on, fans. Stop believing what you hear. Believe in our team. Believe in our guys. Believe in our coaches. Believe, because their strengths play into our strengths, and our strengths is better than their strengths. So just keep that in mind. We'll get more of that next week. But also, well, like I said about the people, the playoffs, and I really felt Florida State should have been in there instead of Michigan by all they said. But fans, thank y'all this year. Y'all showed up and y'all showed out. Y'all helped us get to where we're at. When y'all got that state, I know year after year we have complained. This old man, I'll just put it on me. I have complained my ass off that y'all just in there on your phones and you pay attention again. Woohoo, touchdown, But this year, y'all got there, y'all got loud, you got proud. You showed up, showed out. The guys heard you, and they needed all that energy to do what they've done this year. And I want to thank every single one of y'all for that. And I mean, I'm very proud to be an Alabama fan. What do you think there, Icebox?
Couldn't said it no better. I mean, yeah, there's been several years there. You just didn't hear none out of the fan base. You'd hear say Saban something about student body was leaving early. I remember all that. And this year, they pulled together. Hey, guys, not only did the Alabama football team pull together and trusted each other, y'all done the same thing. I'm with Spencer on that. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all got the job done. Your name was called, and you showed up, and you showed out. I'm very proud that y'all done so. Y'all make me proud being an Alabama fan, and I've been an Alabama fan for a long freaking time. I'm telling you what, but that was great. That was a great year. Don't give it up now. Don't stop believing. It's not time. Don't quit. You got more to do. Linda P., I know you go to these ball games, and I know you got a sore voice. I know you do. But keep it up, girl. Keep it up. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I wish I could be down there with her. I'll be yelling right beside her. Yeah, go, 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 make that go. Yeah. This team has heard the fans. This team has heard. I mean, the fans, they're at the game, has heard what Bear Bryant said. And let me just tell you what he's quoted as saying. He says, and this was after the Texas game, if y'all remember, losing doesn't make me want to quit. It makes me want to fight that much harder. And you can imagine yourself on the field trying to play the game, and then you hear something like that, and then you hear the fans get behind that. The same thing applies to both of them. But whenever they hear the fans and they hear that roar, say, yeah, come on, you can do it. You can go, go, go. If they can hear that, hey, it's done, boy. And that's what this team is feeding off of. Your enthusiasm, your reaction, what's going on. Yes, go, go, go. And that's what Bear said. Makes me want to fight more when I lose. And in that case, I'm proud of that case. I'm glad they done it. But you got yours coming. You got your commences coming, and it's going to happen. Go ahead.
Spencer,
Go ahead,
Spencer, what William was saying there, it just kind of made me wonder. When our offense is on the field, you want to be quiet so they can hear one another. And I'm going to tell you what, whenever I watch games, I hear nothing but noise. That's how fired up our fans were this year. That was fantastic. I know it's kind of harder on our team, but, they were showing out. They was pushing them on. They was cheering for them no matter what was going on. And, man, that's impressive. That's very impressive. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
Be jamming, Road Tide. Thank you for being in here. Linda P., you know we love you. We done talked about you. And you ready anytime. You said you want to come on. You just let us know when, huh? You know you're more than welcome, girl.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to, before I get into my other 2 pages here, William, do you have any topics you'd like to talk about tonight? Because I'm about to change a bunch of topics.
Well, I was probably going to save mine for what I did today. Y'all already touched on it a little bit. I may say that for my last word, but as far as a topic, I mean, what you picked out, Spencer, just fits right along. Don't stop believing. It's not over with. Lulu Roman, for y'all old timers, if y'all ever watched Hee Haw, y'all know who Lulu Roman is. She hadn't sang yet, in other words. That lady ain't sang yet. We still got 2 more games that we got to play. And I'm saying that because we're going to the big one. We're going to bring that trophy back. Because we're going to run over Michigan. It's over with. It's done. I mean, we got to do it. Don't stop believing. As you said, yes. We got to keep on fighting the fight to get it done. Go ahead.
All right. Now, Spots, I want to bring it over to you. I know you're filling in tonight, but you might have something you want to feel powerful you have to bring out tonight.
No, actually, you're right. I'm filling in, guys. I hadn't planned anything, but sometimes that ends up being your best show. Kate never beat Spencer as far as that goes. He comes up with some great ideas. But as far as topics, no. All I could say is, what is today? Tuesday. If we don't get to see you anymore this year, Merry Christmas to y'all for one, and get ready for the Michigan game. I'm getting fired up myself. I know y'all are, but that's all I've got, brother. I'm here to help as much as I can and answer your questions. I feel like I'm on trial.
All right, outstanding. Here we go. It's on now. All right, this one. I'm glad we got the MA up here because it's chats my fucking ass. Tell him back. You fucking politicians. Keep your fucking politics out of our football, out of our sports. Get it the hell out of college. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Everything y'all touch, y'all fuck up. So you want to come down here and fuck up our sports? Get the fuck up out of it, please. God damn this crazy ass shit. Got one Republican wanting to sue because his team didn't make it in the playoff. Got a Democrat in Georgia wanting to make the damn playoff game between Florida State and them, or the game between them, a playoff game, and he don't even see the damn big picture that there's no room for them. I mean, they ain't won. I mean, let's go into it real quick. Let's just say he wins his argument. All right, Alabama beats Michigan. Texas beats Washington. Georgia beats Florida State. All right, who the hell are you going to leave out after that for the championship game? He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Take your fucking head, shove it back up your ass, and leave it there until the next voting session, please. Go ahead, Icebox.
You caught me with my mouth full. I ain't gonna help you none.
All right, go ahead there, William.
I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got your little butt up here. You want to make some kind of name for yourself. You never did care about Florida State before, and Florida State ain't got no room anyways. They were put in over teams before, so was Auburn was left out. Don't think this is personal against Florida State. But you opening your mouth trying to be politician, asking for $1 million to sue, where's that $1 million going to go? In your pocket? Get your butt back where it needs to be and do something for them good folks in Florida. Good grief. Georgia, got you a bandwagon senator, don't you? Y'all couldn't get it done on the field. Gummit, now you're trying to get that gun politicians. Y'all griped and cried when Nick Saban got on here and pulled for his team, and rightfully so. Last year, TCU didn't even need to be there. But yet, when Saban cried about it, y'all, Saban cried. Now, look what y'all done. Y'all done got dadgum politicians up here trying to pull for you guys. Y'all a bunch of dadgum sissies. I tell you what, I'm sorry, Spencer, you getting me pissed off. I need to shut up. I'm going to shut up.
I told you I was pissed off. Pissed me off. All right, go ahead, William.
Yeah, I want to say something about Jeff Stapleton. We talked about George Kittle because I was up here against these Iowans today. So, and I'll tell you more about that later on my final thoughts. But I mean, I was going to tell you about what I did today anyway. But anyway, politicians, yes, they need, first of all, that fucking damn amendment, wherever it's at in the damn Constitution, needs to be thrown out because it's not legal any goddamn way. For the damn politicians to be able to vote themselves a goddamn raise. That shouldn't happen. That should be left to the voters to do. We don't get to vote what kind of damn money we get. Now, how can they do that shit? But that was, I mean, that's going back to the 1903, whatever it is, Constitution, wherever. I mean, I'm trying not to get politics in this, but that's bullshit. But then you got these, like Icebox said, bandwagon shit. You know, you want to hop on Florida State because they didn't get in, they undefeated, whatever. You know, they cry babies. Okay, and then for them to say that's going to be a championship game, okay, what the fuck ever? I mean, you're not in the top four. Neither one of you are. So kiss my fucking raunchy fucking ass. How about both of you do that? Yeah.
And call you brown eye.
Yeah, Jordan and all them, y'all kiss my ass. You ain't in the top four. Piss on me. Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm going to be jumping all over the place right now. I'm getting kind of fired up over all this shit. I'm loving it. Now, the next one I'm going to want to talk about here is the topic of the transfer portal and tampering. Would somebody please show me somewhere in the damn rules, somewhere about tampering, something about NIL or the transfer portal that says somebody cannot tamper? We have coaches go in after game. Even our coach did it last year. Went up, shook a man's hand, said, "You deserve more playing time. You come here, I'll give you more playing time." They all get it. They all do it. Look where Jalen went. Jalen went to Oklahoma after a game because he got addressed after the game and said, "Hey man, come on over here. We got you." Please, they ain't no damn rules. I mean, so who you going to sue? What are you going to do? Until you take control of this shit, you can't just say, well, there's tampering. Yeah, there's fucking tampering. What the fuck do you think it is? You get a damn 5-star quarterback that is set to start for you this year or next year because the guy you got's leaving and he transfers? Oh, yeah, there's money involved, motherfuckers. Please, come on. I mean, what do you think, Icebox, that bullshit?
David Raiola went to Nebraska. Georgia, you spent all your money on Carson Beck. Now you ain't got no Raiola. Yeah, there's tampering. There you go. Somebody said you didn't need him or y'all didn't have enough money for him, so somebody else got him. Now that number one quarterback, yeah. Of course, there's tampering, guys. I mean, my goodness, you have a good ball game. You've done a great job tonight. But if you come over here, we'll give you more playing time. We got wide receiver routes you ain't gonna believe. Daggone right, I'm gonna whisper in his ear. You know what I'm saying? So it's just part of the game. Guys, we stay within the rules, and that's probably a barely deal, but we do. You know. We're not like Michigan. We don't get caught like they do. There's always tampering. There's always open season for a dadgum recruit, even a player that's playing right now. Get over it, guys. They do our players the same way, too.
Thank you. William?
In my view, this is my view, but he's got ties. He's got ties up here. I think his daddy went to Nebraska anyway. That's why he was I think is an important factor in his choice. Plus, and this is what I believe, but just my opinion. My opinion is he chose Nebraska because of the bickering between Alabama and Georgia about, well, we both trying to get him. And that might have been influence too. But maybe just with the family ties that, hey, my dad's been here. So that's my take. So, but yes, you're right on the tampering. Yes, that happens there. You know, it happened way back before, even in the BCS. You know, hey, come on over here, man. With, you know, a car or whatever you need. You got it, man. Just come over here. You know, that went on. It did. So just get over it. I mean,
I'll give you that one.
It's going to happen. You know, it has happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, now Alabama will be feeling the gist of the transfer portal and all that coming up. There's no doubt in my mind. And we'll talk about that after these two games. I'm not getting in all that right now. I'm going to save that to after we win the Natty. And then it's going to be the off-season topics that I have a lot to say about. But right now, let me ask you this, Icebox. Do you think that this early signing period for recruits has hurt the energy, joy, excitement of signing day?
It has, yeah. I kind of wish you hadn't brought that subject up, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's, you know, used to when before all the social media, we had radios and TVs and newspapers. You know, you got on in February and you was excited to hear about who signed with Alabama or your particular team. I'm gonna go that way with it. And course, for me, it was Alabama, and I would enjoy sitting there listening to all the recruits that had signed this day and that day. Wasn't a whole lot of early signing going on that much, but if you were brought up again, and you just didn't want to get away from the radio because you wanted to hear everybody that was signing up to be a part of your program. And now it's like it's day in, day out. We said something not too long ago, and I won't try to bring it up, but does it hurt the kids at signing nowadays, knowing good and well that they could get a transfer portal in there and take your job that you originally signed up for and worked hard to get there? You just hadn't quite developed yet, and if it didn't hurt them players. So, yeah, the recruiting day has luster is kind of gone for me, and I wish we could get it back to the other day. Somebody else said something, just have one signing day and like one transfer portal month, and I don't know how that would work, but yeah, the luster of signing day, the excitement of it for me has been shot down. I'm really sad to say that.
William?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Back in the old days, and I'm 62. I'm going to say it. I'm 62. Back in the old days, and beyond me, whenever you put your signature down, that was a seal. It was done deal. But nowadays, I understand what you're saying, Alpha. Nowadays, there's a transfer portal. All these other guys coming in here. Hey, why am I here? Because you're not believing in yourself. That's the topic tonight. Don't stop believing in yourself. When you put your name down to something, I wish your granddad was around so he could tell you. Back in our day, that meant something. You're committed to this guy right here, and nobody else. Nobody else. So, if you decide that, hey, I might as well just delete that or whatever you want to call it, and I'm going over here. Decommit, I guess that's what you call it. Don't do that, because your signature is a contract. You're signing a contract saying, I'm here, and I'm here for the duration. I'm going to be here for the 4 years. I think it's 3 years now. I disagree with that. You should sign up for 4 years, and I'm sticking to that. I'm old school. I believe in 4 years. You should stay the 4 years, get your college degree, and get done. And because football's not going to be your life forever. Even in the NFL, you still get hurt in the NFL. And you're going to need something to fall back. I don't care how many millions it is. Millionaires go broke. Ask people that's been in the lottery. There's been people in the lottery that's won it, and they're broke in just a year or two. Broke.
Dumbasses.
Right. So you need to get that degree and have it, and then you can go, if the football don't pan out, go somewhere. Because you're not guaranteed a football, NFL contract. You're not guaranteed that. So go ahead. I'm sorry I'm rambling on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. That's all right, bro. That's why we're on here, man. We're in here to speak our mind. That's what we do. We enjoy doing it. It's like being on the front porch. Everybody's sitting around having a good time. That's what this is all about. Now, on this topic, I want to bring up, I'm carrying one of my grandfather's old wheeling knives right here. I keep it on me. I kiss it every morning. Love your granddaddy. His old wheeling knife. I can remember growing up, and I'm 60, getting ready to turn 61 in February. I'm 60. I can remember growing up. We'd be sitting in the living room. Got the potbelly stove going on back there, all fired up. One of us would be in there with popcorn underneath that damn coals, popping popcorn. Got the radio going. We're listening. We're listening to the recruiting. He's got his knife out. He's a whittling. He's got his box down there. He's just a whittling away. And you can tell when they bring a person's name up, he gets faster. He wants that player. He plays, and they'll talk one, maybe ain't that good. He'll slow down. I remember that. It was such exciting times because even just listening to the radio, everybody was just had my uncles, my aunts, everybody sitting in this room listening to that damn radio. Want to know who's Alabama getting? Who? What? You know, it was exciting. But back then, there was no cap. You get me, you damn wanted. But that was one of my memories growing up that I do miss having that one signing day. Another one that, as I got a little bit older, is when they finally started showing they put I don't know if it was the cheerleaders or who would do the little board to have it on there, and they have everybody's names we wanted on it. This is everybody we're going after. This is everybody we're going after this year. And as they would send their fax or letter of intent in, they'd come up there and they'd mark it off. So the only thing you're seeing on the TV screen is that damn board. That's all you're seeing. Well, every once in a while you see a little girl's butt go by. But anyway, it was that board. And they'd come there and they'd draw a line through it. You know, boom, draw a line through it. It was excitement. It was a one-day event that was just friggin' awesome. Now with the early signing period in December, the final in February, you can transfer and come back and forth anytime you want to. It has took the luster out of it. It has become a drama queen participation trophy bullshit. I'm sorry. Now, granted, I'll admit, if you're going to enroll early, you're going to have to go ahead and sign a letter of intent. You're going to have to go ahead and go in there. But you can enroll, be on college, then sign that letter of intent. There ain't nothing saying you can't enroll. If your grades are good enough in high school, you can go ahead and enroll. But pretty much everybody's not going to know where you're going at that point. And I agree with what you were saying, Icebox, and I think it needs to go down to a one-day thing. I think the transfer portal is here to stay. There ain't nothing we can do about it. It ain't going away. It is here. No matter what us old-timers might think about it, it ain't going nowhere. So with that being said, let's go ahead and open up the transfer portal 1 week before the one-day signing period. Give them everybody a week. I want out of here for whatever reason. Well, get the fuck out. There you go. Get the fuck out. But with me, it would be once you enter transfer portal, you're going to have to get out of the damn locker room. Your scholarship's gone. You're done. Your scholarship's done. Because that scholarship's will put you in that college. Plus NIL money, but still, it's the scholarship. So much of that. So the coach knows right then when he's recruiting, well, I've lost this many people. So how many has Georgia's lost now? 18, 19, 20, 40, 50. Anyway, they've lost a lot of people. That way the coach knows how many he needs to go after, how many scholarships he has available. So don't make it an unfair advantage for any coach whatsoever in any school. So I do agree with whoever told you about the one-day deal. I think it needs to be one time for the transfer portal and one time for signing day to bring the luster back, because we're already extending everything else. And it sucks. It really does.
I got a question for you.
All right, anybody got anything else I want to bring up on this one before I move forward?
Yeah, I sure do. Do you think that being a junior and being able to get out and get into the NFL has got a lot to do with this early signing coming in on December? I guess in their mind, you're more eligible. You've got more experience. You've been on the field. You've been practicing, that you can actually pretty much start as a freshman if you wanted to. Do you think that's kind of hurt things? Because used to in our days, you come on, freshmen didn't hardly play, even though through Marshall, after the tragedy at Marshall, they began to let freshmen play. After that, it's all of a sudden now there's not hardly the star seniors that you used to have. It's like everybody leaves by the time they're juniors, and you only get to see quality players here maybe 2 years playing. And to me, it seems like it's kind of a little bit lackluster there also, that you don't get to see the seniors that you once did and get to watch them play in the Senior Bowl and that kind of stuff. All those days are gone, all because of this early signing and stuff like that. The stuff that we used to enjoy is no longer here.
You want me to answer that? Or you want William to?
It doesn't matter.
William, you want to put something in on that before I go with it?
Yeah,
No,
I think that takes away from the Senior Bowl. I mean, you've got a chance to go to the Senior Bowl. Why not just stay and get that extra year? But like you said with this junior shit, you can go ahead and leave now. I mean, it's only going to add to your stock and your draft stock if you go get that extra year. That's my opinion. But go ahead, Spencer, if you want to go on top of that. Go ahead.
okay, on this one, to me, it's well. This is my opinion on it. Just me, Spencer Ridley. My opinion. The talent has changed as far as coaching from elementary to high school. They've bought in. It's become a business to help pay for uniforms and everything. So they're bringing in better coaching staffs. They're giving better equipment. Back in our day, we didn't have all this in high school. We didn't have all this in elementary or junior. We didn't have all this that they have now. We are producing better quality athletes because we have better quality teachers, coaches. When I say teachers, that's what I'm talking about. Coaches, assistant coaches, everybody than what we had back then. I mean, back on Sand Mountain, Alabama, where I'm from, hell, shit. See, what was it? Junior? Yeah. It was we started off in the junior division before we went up to senior, played high school. Our janitor was our coach. No experience whatsoever, but he got $5 more a week. So he took the job. It ain't that way now.
No.
And I'm proud for these guys. I'm proud for these young men that's getting this training, getting it so they're ready to go, so they can enlist early and be able to. Go ahead, William.
Well, I was going to mention on what George Lambert, I wonder if you want to put it up there, what he said, do a Mac Jones, respect to him. Didn't he have to wait till his senior year to get to play? And look where he's at, look what he's doing. So, yeah. I mean, why not? That might be your year that you get.
That is true, but we're talking about we're talking about the early enrollees, the people coming in early out of high school.
Okay.
And I think it has gotten better because we got better quality athletes now than we had then. And I think people like Coach Dude out there teaching these young guys.
Yeah.
Doing, people like that who's bringing these guys up. That's my opinion on that one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think on that, Icebox? Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right. These kids nowadays is just unbelievable. And like you said, look at Coach Dude out here teaching these young men the best that he knows how, and he stays up with it. He knows his football, and he's doing nothing but trying to help these young men, regardless if they make it, But he's out there trying to help these. He knows just as well as we all do. A coach is the next fatherly figure, you might say, to a young man's eyes, especially one in sports. And he's out there helping these young men, and they're doing nothing but getting better. They move on from a guy like him to somebody else, high school coach, whatever. It's just a never, and they know how to spot talent. And they work with him, and we get better athletes year in, year out. They're even starting to do I think it won't be too long. We'll have a transfer portal for the high schools. Matter of fact, they already do. We just don't know it yet. It's under a different heading.
Yep. They got NIL now, too.
That's what I'm getting at.
And I warned about that 3 years ago. But anyway, hey, rise up. I see you in there. Your login still works, brother. Just letting you know. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm going to skip my NIL deal stuff for after the season. I'm going to go to my next one here. My next one is, first of all, Jalen Milroe, thank you, brother, for returning. I appreciate it. I think you're great already, but I do think it will increase your money in the NFL by coming back. I think it's a wise decision that you're doing this. I really do. But with that being said, I'm going to go to you, Icebox. When do you think that our BAMA transfer portal is going just to break loose. Everybody's is. When do you think ours is going to?
What do you mean by breaking loose?
Everybody starts entering it. You got all these. We got quarterback. Okay.
I got you.
Well, we already got the lacrosse guy gone. He's already lost. He's already left.
Yeah,
he couldn't play football. So.
That hurts my feelings. I'm close enough that I can go watch his game, so I can still cheer for him. Okay. Jalen Milroe. Yeah, he is. He just never go. That's all right. I enjoy it. I even get it from the chat room every once in a while. That's fun. But yeah, to what he was saying, Jalen Milroe, I am so proud he's coming back. Can you imagine that he really didn't get the attention and the schemes? I'm going to go that route with Milroe till after the South Florida game. And look what he has done in basically, 3/4 of a year. Now, with the summer, knowing what he's going to be doing with him, spring practice, and we know he's going to win the job, of course. There won't even be a doubt there this time. And what he has another year with under Coach Reese, I cannot. It's kind of like you wish the season was over with so you can see what he does next year. Of course, I don't. I want to see what they do this year. But, yeah, I cannot wait to see Milroe next year. It's just going to be incredible. I can feel it. He's got all this much more time with Reese to come up with plays for Milroe. Now, as far as the transfer portal, yeah, we're going to have some lower end. If you talk to somebody like Nick Saban Jr., he'll tell you the people that are leaving now knows good and well that they're not going to get much playing time at Alabama, if any at all, which we haven't had a big breakout yet. Georgia has. Yeah, Georgia has, but they're not all the top names outside of the recruit. We got one that's already left. Never heard of him. Didn't even know he was on the team, to be honest with you. So when I start hearing big names leave, we've got a problem. But if it's lower tier, they just want to find a place to go play football. I understand it. And I don't want you to go. Of course I don't. You've already got a year of training underneath you of progression. I don't want you to go, but if you feel better suited, I don't blame you. I hate it, but I don't think we're going to have a big one until after the national title. Until then, I think we should be okay because everybody wants that ring.
What do you think, William?
I mean, just from past history, though, is what I'm saying. I agree with you guys. I think they need to stay myself. That's me. And I seen what you said too. Yes, they should. You know, myself, because what do we have? We've had some 3 stars that's done amazing things, and I don't know if that's what some of these are or not. I don't know what star they are. Don't care. I'm like Coach Saban. I didn't know what star he was. I just know he's a good player, and he's had confidence in these guys, or he want to win after them. Because that's usually what he does. He goes and recruits these. I don't know if he's done them lower tiers or not. But evidently, I know he went out. I think he went after Minka Patrick up in New Jersey. Am I correct? That's where he's from. He went up there and got him. I believe he done that. And look at what he done. You know, it doesn't matter about your star. It doesn't matter what position if you are in the lower, hang around. You never know, because you don't know the player in ahead of you will get hurt, or the player past him will get hurt. You don't know that. So please think on that first. I know you're anxious. You want to get on the field. Trust me, injuries happen, and they're going to happen. But hopefully not. We hope not, right? Y'all want the ring. Everybody wants a ring. Everybody does. You should. So if we get it with our team, so what? I mean, look at, like for instance, we said Mac Jones. If he waited his senior year to get in, and look at what he did. You know, look what he did. Wasn't that the year that we brought the Natty home? Was with him in 2020, wasn't it? So there you go. You never know. So I'm done. Go ahead. I'm on this shit.
Now, Spock, you look like you got something that you wanted to say, brother.
No, I was actually listening to him. It was good stuff. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Well, then what I just want to back up on what you just said too. Then about the looking forward to seeing where Jalen Milroe goes from here, his growth.
Yeah.
But me, I don't know which one I'm more excited to see. The growth, the future growth of Jalen Milroe, this young man who's bringing everything in, finally coming in his own, or the growth of a very young offensive coordinator in Reese. Learning the ropes from the best of the best in Nick Saban to become a future, just like Kirby Smart. If he hangs around, I think he can get a job of his choosing if he hangs around and learns. It's that growth. I'm seeing growth in Reese already this year.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give him a few more years under Nick Saban, it would be awesome. All right. I just wanted to bring that up on that topic. I know we're getting close to time right here. So let me throw this out here to y'all before we get in our last words.
Okay.
We just talked about what we thought about when the mass transfer portal is going to hit Alabama. All right. When do y'all think that the big dogs, our main coaching staff, is going to stay together for next season, or do you think we're going to lose quite a few of them after we win this natty? And I'll go to you, Icebox, first.
Kevin Steele will stay. Tommy Reese will stay. I do believe that. The assistants might be a different story here and there. I don't think we're going to have a major exodus that like we've had in the past years. Somebody said something a while ago in the chat room about it's amazing how Nick Saban has kept a winning program year in, year out, after year, and losing these head coaches like Kirby Smart, Jeremy Pruitt, all the great ones, even Sarkisian, and yet we're still the top of the programs in the nation. Everybody, if you want to say something about a particular team, it's always got Alabama involved, and that's because of Nick Saban and his success here ever since he's gotten here. A major exodus, I don't see it. I mean, we might lose a coach here or there, but I don't see the nucleus won't be gone. Let's put it that way. As long as we got Steele and Reese and some supporting cast in the defensive lines, offensive line, and all that kind of good stuff, we'll be fine next year. I'm with you. I can't wait to see the growth of Reese and Milroe together next year. And if he decides to stay after that, can you imagine what he's going to do with these new quarterbacks that's coming in after that? That is going to be something else to watch. I hope the Lord lets me live that long to watch it.
William?
Hey, hang on just a minute.
All right. I'm hanging, brother.
What's he going to do?
Oh, let me scratch. Okay. All right. Macho Man.
And guys that come, these coordinators, you talk about Reese and I'm on that shit. What's the other name?
Well, any of them, any coaches, any of the coaches,
all of them. They know that they're at a good place and they know what they're doing. Now, granted, I agree with y'all. They're going to get these offers from the other places. I think they're going to stay with a coach. That's my view. I hope they do, but we've seen in the past how some of them turn tail and go. What did Brian Daboll do? He got an natty 1 year, and he turned and went. Hopefully these other two are not. If I see anybody do it, Tommy Reese, I hope he stays because he's done phenomenal things for us. But his job's not.
And he will do better.
Yeah, his job's not complete. I don't think he's ready for the NFL, and I hope he realizes that. He's still got some learning to do. I feel that's me. But y'all might not.
I agree with you.
But
I agree with you.
And Kevin Steele's got the experience. He could, but I don't see it. I'm up in arms. I can't tell you about him. I think he'd stay. I think that Why is it? Hey, we're on a good roll. We need to get more, and I believe that's the way he's going to be. I don't know. I believe he is. Go ahead.
All right. All right, now I'm gonna go back to you, William, on this because we're right here. We made up our lost time. We got late start. So, any last words, William? I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
Because I figured that'd give me time to make another drink. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. Okay. I got to go ahead. I heard that. Anyway, what I did today, and this is a shirt that I was supposed to tell you about. It's I had to wear a dress shirt because I was on jury duty. I got picked for jury duty yesterday in Sioux City, Iowa, and I had to dress up, business casual, they call it. I think that's what that was anyway. But it was, I can talk about now because I was actually picked to be on the 13th. So, yeah, I was actually picked, and it was a case of, and this sickens me because the images that I seen on a big screen, they had a big screen up here, and it was about child porn. And man, this is sickening. The age right here, 5 to 6 years old, kids. I mean, little babies. I mean, that. And what I seen, and back in deliberation, they said we could look at. I said, and we had 3 girls on it, and all of us guys said, y'all look at that. We don't want to see it. I didn't want to see it. None of the rest of them want to see it. And it was from there to pre-pubescent, or what do they call that, and into puberty, some of those, and it was just terrible. But long story short, we found him guilty on that. There was 2 exhibits that we couldn't specify, and we gave that to purely to the women. We said, we want you to look at that because we don't want to see that again. Well, I do not want to see that. And they said there was 2 that was questionable. Exhibit 6 and Exhibit 7, there was 8 of them. 6 and 7 they couldn't decide on, and we let that blank. And so he was found guilty. And the judge, we had a discussion with the judge after it was over with. He came back and met with us if we wanted to ask him questions. He said, the guy's already got 15 years anyway, so he's not going to get out. So that's a good thing. So, and if I get chosen, I'm going to do my best to get out of the motherfucker. I'm just going to get out of it because we didn't know that until we was selected. If I knew it was going to be that, I wouldn't have done it then. Because what I seen, I can't get that. Oh man, I just didn't. Shit, I didn't want to see it.
You can't.
So
sorry you had to go through that, brother.
So okay, I just want to fill y'all in what happened in the past 2 days. Yesterday's when we seen all that, and no, I didn't want to see it again. Today was the what the final words, like we do here. It's what the lawyers do.
Final
arguments, and then we deliberate. Yeah. And that took 3 hours. So, but everybody's got a fair trial. We want to give the guy a fair chance. We all went over it, and hey, guilty. He's guilty on this. He had possession. He knew what he was doing. He went back several times to look at these, and I couldn't barely see it one time. Okay, I couldn't. So go ahead. I'm sorry. That's just my final word. I know we're talking about football here, and I'm sorry, but go ahead.
I understand. It's sick fuckers. Anyway, I can't even say that. Because if I do that, this assholes judges or lawyers may come back and say, well, their mindset would be like anyway. So we're getting off of that subject. Please, but I do apologize. You had to go through that. Yeah. I really am.
Thank you.
Icebox, you got any last words, sir?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, William, I hate that. I wish that's just images I don't wish I'd. No. All right, so I'm going this way. Don't stop believing. guys, do not stop. We're all behind you 100%. Keep going with what you're doing. Keep practicing. Chat room, y'all need to keep going too. Y'all sure do. I like what y'all do over here. I enjoy it. Y'all keep me busy. Keep it going. We got more work to do with the Crimson Tide. We got to win this national championship. The football team, keep believing in one another. Y'all have done a very good, fantastic job this year. I'm glad Spencer brought this up as a topic. I really enjoyed it. Coaches, keep believing in your players. Keep coming up stuff for them. You know they're good this year. Even Saban has said this is one of his favorite football teams this year. You see what we got here, guys? It's a team. We've said it all year. This show, my show, Van, Nick Saban Jr., Mr. Kangaroo Black. Everybody has said it. This is a team. We love you guys. Keep on believing. That's my final words.
Yep.
All right. I got a two-parter. My first one is, oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I've been laughing my ass off for at least almost 3 weeks now. I'm reading, and I'm actually hearing it out here on the street. I got Tennessee and Georgia fans going at each other, fighting over who has the better record against beating Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is y'all's argument. And I hate to tell y'all, both of y'all, since 2000, let's just say 2008, y'all both combined are just 2-23 against Alabama. So I don't know what you're arguing about. I really don't. Just go powder that little thing down there, just blow on it, just spread it around, put some lotion under your boobs, do what you got to do to feel better, please. But to be arguing who's got a better record, and I think last 2 years, the only thing we heard is Alabama fans, y'all live in the past. Y'all live in the past. What y'all doing in the past? We're 2-0. We're 2-time. We y'all living in the past. And y'all arguing with Tennessee fans on who has a better record? Oh, come on, please. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's the first part of it. The second part of it is, if you wouldn't mind, Icebox, put our brothers up there, their sites, Nick Saban Jr., Van the man. Let's put everybody's side up there. They all deserve good time. They bring in good content. They all work hard. They really and truly do. I'm proud of every single one of them. I want to thank everyone who's tuned in, who watches us after we're done. Thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate y'all, and we do enjoy tapping that app. Oh, see, look, my nipple's hard tapping that out. Just keep tapping it. Make that. Oh, it's already hard. Tap it again. We like our app being tapped. So just go ahead and keep tapping our app. We appreciate it. We'd love to see you live if you get an opportunity, because we have a great posse over here. We really and truly do. And I mean, they're straight up. They're Alabama fans, but they take on good criticism. Don't come in here showing your ass. Don't be in here being a troll, because they'll smack you down like a little bitch. Just straight up, a little whistle. I'm just telling you right now.
I felt that one, Spencer.
Y'all all welcome. We love everybody. I mean, who's our Kangaroo Black? He has been so supportive of us. Y'all get a chance. If you hadn't checked him out, please go check him out. Tap his app too, because his wife's tapping that all the time. So just saying. That's my last word. So whatever you want to do, Icebox, if you want to bring in our great Bear Bryant to take us out with some good words, go ahead, please, sir.
All right, guys, it's been fun. I appreciate y'all letting me come on, and hopefully next week we'll get AT back. I'm sure something is
we'll get Linda P.
I'm sorry?
Said hopefully we'll get Linda P on here next week.
I tell you what, if Linda P will come on, I'll come back on again. Maybe. Right. Okay, if she does come back on, I won't come back so she can come on. Whatever it takes to get her on. Let's go that route.
There you go.
We love Mr. Linda P. We really do. We really do. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. with the coach, Barry Bryant. Thank y'all for letting me come on. Good show, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all if y'all don't hear from us, have a Merry Christmas till we get to see y'all again next Tuesday. Good night, guys.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here